In a quiet town where life moves slow and trust runs deep, a young mother gave birth to her first child. But joy turned to terror when her newborn vanished just hours after delivery. What began as a tragedy soon unraveled into something darker: an old betrayal, a forgotten contract, and a woman hiding secrets behind a nurse's uniform. This is the story of baby Noah. This is Secrets of the Case. Millfield, Oregon, population 6,000. On a foggy November morning, 29-year-old Anna Whitaker gave birth to her son at St. Jude Regional Hospital, the only hospital serving the remote mountainous town. Her husband, Staff Sergeant Cole Whitaker, was home on military leave after a deployment overseas. The labor was tough but successful. Their son, Noah, was born at 8:43 a.m., weighing just over 7 pounds. He had a full head of hair. And he cried, just once, Anna would later say. But moments after delivery, the attending nurse, Grace Halverson, took the baby for a routine observation. That was the last time Anna saw him. For hours, no one gave her a straight answer. The pediatric wing was off limits. Staff avoided eye contact. A doctor finally told them Noah had gone missing. Missing from a hospital? Cole shouted. How the hell does that happen? Rumors swirled around town. Anna, though quiet and kind, had a past. Before marrying Cole, she dated Eli Grant, a local handyman with a reputation. They broke up years ago after she caught him cheating with her best friend. But Eli never moved on. Some claimed he still talked about Anna as if they were together. Just 2 weeks before the birth, he showed up at her workplace, quiet, angry, and intense. Police discovered disturbing emails from Eli. If I can't have you, no one will. You don't deserve happiness after what you did. He was questioned. His alibi: he was at a job site in Redding, 2 hours away. GPS and witness statements backed him up. Detectives felt Eli had motive, but not opportunity. So who took Noah? Then came the first break. A night shift janitor recalled seeing Nurse Grace Halverson walking out the back of the hospital with something bundled in a blanket. She claimed it was laundry. Security footage was missing from that wing. And Grace called in sick the next day. Investigators learned that Grace wasn't just a longtime nurse. She had once worked at 3 other hospitals across 2 states. Each time, she left after personnel disagreements. At one of those hospitals, an infant reportedly died during a record-keeping mix-up, but no charges were filed. Suspicious financial activity surfaced: monthly deposits of $5,000 to $8,000 into an offshore account. With the FBI now involved, a wider investigation uncovered a disturbing pattern. Grace was part of a covert infant trafficking ring, a group targeting isolated hospitals, unmonitored shifts, and vulnerable patients. She had helped facilitate at least 4 infant disappearances, 2 never found, 1 adopted illegally overseas, 1 confirmed dead. But Noah's case didn't match the pattern. He wasn't unwanted. He was from a stable home. So why him? The answer came from an unlikely source: Anna's mother-in-law, Evelyn. She always said the Whitakers owed her something, Evelyn said. She believed in old-fashioned debts. I thought it was just bitterness. Years ago, before meeting Cole, Anna had a miscarriage and sought alternative treatments. A woman in Idaho, a spiritual healer, offered her fertility cleansing rituals. That woman turned out to be Grace Halverson's cousin. Anna never realized she had signed any kind of agreement. But Grace believed otherwise. She took our gift and ran, Grace later said during interrogation. She owed us life, and we took it back. It was delusional. But in Grace's mind, it was justice. She finally confessed to handing Noah off to someone who could raise him properly, a woman who had waited years for a baby of her own. That woman? Anna's estranged aunt, Caroline Webb. Caroline had cut ties with Anna's family years earlier after a falling out over their late grandmother's inheritance. She had been quietly living in Canada under a different name. She reconnected with Grace through online forums for women struggling with infertility. They struck a deal: if Grace could deliver a baby, Caroline would pay handsomely and raise him as her own. A trail of phone records, wire transfers, and fake birth certificates led authorities to Halifax, Nova Scotia, where Caroline was found living in a rented cottage. Inside, baby Noah was discovered, thin, but alive. The Whitakers were reunited with their son nearly 2 months after his abduction. The moment was captured in a private, quiet ceremony at the U.S. consulate. Anna wept openly. Cole saluted the agents who brought his son home. Grace Halvorson was sentenced to life in federal prison without parole. Caroline Webb received 15 years for conspiracy, kidnapping, and falsifying documents. Noah recovered fully. But the family never returned to Millfield. They moved to a suburb in Colorado under new identities, hoping to escape the shadows of what happened. Anna, now an advocate for infant safety and maternal rights, said in a press conference, "I'll never forget the silence where my baby's cry should have been. Or the woman who stole it. But I will also never forget the people who brought him back." In the heart of a small American town, beneath the sterile lights of a trusted hospital, a baby disappeared. Not by accident. Not by force. But by betrayal, belief, and the kind of secrecy that festers in places where no one ever looks. This was more than a kidnapping, it was a haunting debt repaid. And buried deep within it were the secrets of the case.